Brother, is that you?
You scared me.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. My apologies. I gotta go real quick. I need to go check my letters. Well, I haven't heard back from my lawyer, so I'm hoping she'll show up in 5 minutes.
Well, I don't know how she's gonna do that if there's no gods. Hopefully she arranged something.
Oh, I think I might crash. I crashed. Close. Oh my gosh. I crashed. Well, that is what you would call unfortunate. And that's just, yeah. Alright, let's see here if this gets better. Right where I left you.
Yeah. You pass out?
Yes, somebody say that. Well, brother, today's the day, it seems, huh?
Well, I certainly hope so. We're gonna need to arrange transport.
I feel the state might do that.
I hope so. It seems that this is a situation. Well, I also need a guard here to let me out.
That's true. You sure do.
Between you and me, I'm gonna be telling them that I was sleeping the whole time, but really, brother, I've been hiding out so I don't leave you here on your own.
Vernon, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
I was hiding under the bed. And I gotta tell you something. Seeing as I believe we're here alone, I'm gonna lower my voice just in case. Brother, I believe I'm undergoing a crisis of identity. You see, Matthias, I've been Vernon Lee Plummer behind these walls for so long that
Well, spit it out.
I don't know if I remember who Slim even was.
Hey.
I'm a fraud. Maybe that deputy was right about me.
No, he wasn't right. He wasn't right at all. You are. Damn, I don't know.
Yeah, keep going.
You are the realest they come, brother.
I don't know anymore, brother.
Now this might be a little off topic, but do you remember how to raise your hands?
Hold that thought. Just, accept that you're gonna have to hold your hands up
Uh-huh.
and think about, if you raise your hands up, you're normally getting taken hostage,
That's true, yep.
and then just
All
lift your
right.
hands.
That's as easy as it comes, I guess.
Well, it used to be easier to lift your hands, I feel, but
Yep.
now they have more options, I guess. So you heard nothing from Miss Ira McCormick?
Oh, one moment. Jeez. All right, sorry. Yeah, that's correct. I haven't heard a thing.
Damn.
Let me go check again. Is there any way for me to see letters that I sent?
There ain't, that I know of at least.
I guess that makes sense. Once the letter's gone, it's gone.
Yep, you can't, write another copy or nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
But I've thought of that myself. I've thought sometimes I don't remember precisely what I said to someone.
Well,
Makes me a little nervous.
let me read you what she's told me so far.
I'm listening.
So she wrote me on the 5th of June, and she says, "Apologies for not responding sooner. I would be willing to meet with you, but unfortunately our times, I believe, are quite opposites. I am only available from 6 a.m. EST until 9 a.m. EST on weekdays. I can make my way to Siska before your trial, however, to discuss with you. Reviewing your case, so I believe we have a quite good case. Regards, Ira McCormick." Now,
Wow.
if I remember correctly, the letter I sent back to her is, I said I'd be willing to meet with her whenever she's available, and that even if it's early morning, I'd be willing to wake up to meet with her on the day of the trial. And then she responded on June 8th at
Yes.
7 o'clock EST.
Mm-hmm.
She
Howdy
says,
there, folks.
Howdy. She said, "Matthias, the earliest I could do is 4 p.m. EST on the day of your trial. I believe this will be more than ample time for us to talk and discuss. Additionally, during the case, you will be seated next to me and can whisper any concerns or comments you may wish to bring up. So that was, well, I guess yesterday, and then I responded, well, I guess this morning, telling her that I'd be fine, but maybe she didn't get the letter.
But did you say meeting here at 4 p.m. Eastern Time was what was fine, or what'd you say?
Yep, precisely.
Okay. And you said the state arranges transport, but you sure about that?
Well, I would assume so. I don't know how the else hell would. If you ain't got no friends, you couldn't get to court.
Yeah, I guess we just have to wait and see.
Hey, that's true.
Let me tell you something, though. We're getting down to the why when it comes down to it.
Yeah, that's for certain. And well, I guess worst comes to worst, if 3 o'clock comes rolling around and no one picks us up to take us, then well, if we don't show up at court, kind of got a good excuse that I was waiting for someone to come get me.
Yeah, did you say anything to Miss McCormick about how you're out here without a guard and need a way to get into Saint Denis for the court case?
No, I didn't do that. I guess I imagined that. Well,
That might be a good
someone.
idea. I would just say it just so that's documented. She has that on file.
Well, I'll do that, but I'm pretty sure they can also check when they had guards posted or not.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Let me do this too.
Hi.
Well, howdy.
I have to go collect somebody. I'll be right back.
All right.
Well, it looks like there's someone here, Matthias, so
Yep.
is he going to get Miss McCormick?
He said he's gonna go collect some money.
Oh,
I don't think he knows a thing about meeting with my lawyer.
Anybody here called Matthias Von Plummer?
It's me.
You?
brother up there.
Me right here. So I was
Brother up there?
ri-
Right, I'm gonna
writing
get
a
you
letter
defense
to my-
attorney.
Yeah, and can I just quickly ask you something?
Sure, what do you need?
Well, my case was dropped with prejudice, so I need to figure out how I leave Sisica.
I can look into that for you, but I'm gonna go collect her first.
That's fine, go ahead.
When I get
I
back,
can
I'll take a
wait.
look for you.
No problem.
What's your
Thank
name?
you. My name's Vernon Lee Plummer. This here's my brother Matthias Von Plummer. His trial's today. My trial was dropped with prejudice, as I say.
Okay, alright, I'll look into it.
Thank you. Well, there we
And
go.
I'll soon walk as a free man.
That's right. I have no doubt in my mind, brother. Things are looking up for us. Sun's
That's right.
shining. Everything's gonna work out here. It's a new day, brother. It's a new day.
I don't see what could possibly go wrong.
Me neither. Well, I'm gonna go sit by the fire, Matthias, and wait for Miss McCormick to show up. This
That
your first
sounds
time
good.
meeting her, right?
It is. Have you met her in person yet?
I have, yeah. I spoke to her. She's probably shocked to see me still here. And I'm gonna ask her when she gets here about the whole situation with me being a witness and all.
That sounds good to me.
I don't know why, but I'm kind of excited to go to court.
Well, I'm glad you are.
You're
I'm
not
just-
at all, huh, brother?
I'm tired of feeling like a villain. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, don't you worry. Whatever bail's set at, the Church of the 12 Gallons got you covered.
That does make me feel a lot better.
Yep, I got $300 in my pocket, plus what's in the bank, plus the 500 seeds I got stashed right next to me in this bag.
Well, I got $44.
Well, brother, you just don't worry. You ain't got nothing to worry about. But let me ask you something. Why do you have any money in your pocket?
Well, some of it's from that man that threw it at me at the... Well, you're
what
right.
the hell did you spend it on?
Now that you say that, I think that's just what I have in the bank.
$4? That's all?
$44.
Oh, 44. I thought you said $4.
I might have.
Well, brother, once Miss McCormick gets here, it's smooth sailing from there on out.
Yep.
As you
think
said,
you're right.
nothing can go wrong.
I honestly don't see what could possibly go wrong.
There are
Now,
100,000 ways this could go, and none of them are bad.
what was the name of the deputy that we didn't like?
Jasper Creed. I'll
Okay.
remember that name till the day I die. Hopefully a
Uh.
long time from now.
Right.
And we're on track to live long, healthy lives.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Especially after the folks we've met here, I guess what in the eyes of the law considered unsavory sorts, they like us.
Right.
We ain't made any enemies here, which I'm a little surprised by.
Yeah, that makes two of us. I wish.
Guess you don't like Miss Iris, but
Is that the name of the sister?
that's right.
Yeah, she can literally suck my big toe. However, I need to inform my attorney about what she said to you about her brother.
How he whispered it, yeah.
And I think that right there is going to be an even better thing for our case.
That's right, brother. I might be walking out of here in my 12-gallon outfit.
I sure hope you are.
Brother, I want you to ask your attorney if you can wear your 12-gallon hat to the trial.
Well, I mean, who was the name of the guard that gave it back to me?
Alvarez.
Alvarez.
Yeah, just say the guard Alvarez gave our hats back due to our good behavior, which he wrote letters about, and just ask, would it be all right if I wear my 12-gallon hat in my trial? I've had it since birth. It's kind of part of me.
I certainly will.
And I'll be sitting, hopefully as a witness, with my 12-gallon hat as well.
I thought she might have just been right outside the door.
No, he has to go into town to pick her up.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it'll be a couple minutes yet. Now, I don't like to think of, gallows thoughts, so to speak, the dark things that enter your mind, but when I'm Vernon, I can't swim. What if on the way back as a free man, I fall into the water and I drown to death?
Don't say that.
It's only when I'm Vernon.
Vernon,
I know what a slim
don't
just
say
fine
that.
as slim, but as Vernon, I don't know. I might enter that water and not know. I told you I'm having a crisis of identity.
Well, just hold on to the side of the boat as hard as you can.
Oh, I plan to. I ain't looking to die or nothing.
Right, Von Plummer. Matthias Von Plummer, not the other one. Just Matthias.
Yes.
You. Your ass over here. This is... What?
Oh, I said, are they both in here still?
They are. I'm gonna be taking a look at the other one here soon. Matthias, meet your defense attorney. Defense attorney, meet Matthias. Stay within sight. Don't do nothing stupid.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. Alright. I'm gonna be honest. I was looking at your case and I kind of laughed about the deputies.
Okay.
Because in the actual alleged victim statement, in like 2 separate occasions, apparently you and your brother told him that the tea, won't magically heal people. That you do.
Right. It's it's a part of the religion. We believe that the supernatural powers that we try to liken it to, like the sacrament of the Catholics.
Mm-hmm.
The miracles come through taking of the bread and the water and such.
Yeah. So I am not going to put you on the stand, by the way.
Alrighty.
Just because I feel like the prosecution already subpoenaed your brother.
Okay.
And he's already going to go up there, so he'll be able to spread, like, your faith and your...
Well,
all of that.
fantastic.
Yeah. Now...
Well, I don't know if you know this information. My brother told me the other day he was in here, and Iris, I believe her name is the sister of the brother who made those hatred accusations towards us, said that, well, she admitted to Vernon that, her brother might have whispered what he said to her, so there was no way we could have heard the thing about his legs, which I think is what this whole debacle's about. If that helps at all.
I'll definitely ask him that.
All right.
Yeah, that does help. Basically, I don't think the deputies even like took his statement, but
What?
they took his statement, but I don't think they took it before they arrested you. So I'm going to try and get the obstruction taken off there, basically saying that they didn't even have a reason to arrest you. So you weren't really obstructing justice because they didn't have a reason to arrest or detain you in the first place.
Right.
That is a little bit iffy to stick.
Okay.
But I did want to ask you, when you're in the cells, it says that you refused multiple times to give your name. And then, how did you actually end up giving your name? Like, what happened there?
Right. Well, we were a little confused there because we had asked for to meet with the lawyer before anything, and they were rejecting us saying that that's not how things work. So we were trying to kind of play silence a little bit, and I think the way they got our name, it's been a couple weeks, was, well, honestly, I don't quite know how they got the name, but they came up and they said something to me, and I think they pronounced my name wrong, and so then I just corrected them on it, and that's how they ended up getting the names.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just going through the evidence again.
Yep, you're fine, thank you.
It's okay. At this point, do you have any questions?
I don't quite think so. I know that a lot of the conversation you had was with my brother Vernon over there. So I'm trying to make sure all our bases are covered. I think right now we're doing good.
Okay. I'm just double checking again all the paperwork.
You're fine. Take your time. I'll gather my thoughts as well.
I'm just trying to recall who they subpoenaed. I've got like 3 court cases that I've got like in the next 2 days, so just making sure I've got them all.
Well, you are busy. Thanks for taking time to help me out.
That's okay. All right. So, by the looks of it, they're calling 2 deputies, one of which was only there for the last bit. He's put his statement in about y'all's names. So I'm not really too fussed about him.
All right.
And then they're calling 1 deputy that was present.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so pretty much they're just going to have 1 deputy and the victim, alleged victim, go up there. But the interesting thing is in the victim's... Have you... I'm pretty sure that you got sent a copy of the discovery. Have you had a chance to read it at all?
I think I looked through it, but I couldn't make sense of a lot of it.
The most important thing is this is the alleged victim's statement. So it says, we saw a telegram about some kind of 12-gallon bucket hat, whatever. So we went to the theater and those guys were there. They started talking about how they used to sell Miracle Tea, but it didn't work or something, so they couldn't sell it anymore. So there's like the first time that he admits, there I go, they told me that the Miracle Tea doesn't work anymore. They mentioned that they then heard a voice telling them to heal people. So then I guess they started a church and they realized that the Miracle Tea didn't have the power to heal people, but they did. That's the second time that he stated, like, the Miracle Tea doesn't have, like, the power, it's you guys. They started preaching a bunch of stuff, and then they said, if you give a donation to the church, they will give you the Miracle Tea. I gave them my money and drank all the tea and nothing happened. So, like, already twice, you guys have said, the tea isn't a miracle, it's, you know,
Mr. McCormick, were there just 2 deputies in here?
There were 2 people. I don't know if they were deputies.
Huh. Why the hell were there just 2 deputies here? On a boat?
Oh man, I'm gonna crash.
Yeah?
Anyway.
Why does that keep happening? I keep crashing like crazy today. Total lies, you're right, Colton. Also, Colton, for the TeamSpeak, there should be like 2 there should be like 2 links. Should say like one about like the 2 point something, which is the one you need, and then there's like the 3.0, and I don't know why they link it. But also, I think in your plugins you need to oh, okay. Ookie. Nice. Hopefully I've had the game crash twice today. Hopefully it doesn't happen during court.
Gazebo.
My apologies for
When
that.
you're at the theater, head towards like the main street, like the one with the Bastille and all of that on it.
Okay.
And it's like on the corner. It's got like big fence all around it.
Okay, I think I know where you're talking about.
Yeah.
Sounds
I
like
think
I'm
it
gonna
might
be a
opposite
witness,
the
Matthias.
bank. Yeah, opposite the bank.
That's so weird, Colton.
All right, well, that sounds easy enough. I'll be
Yeah.
able to find it.
Yeah, and I'll have a chat with you before the case.
Okay, I'll be maybe down at the post office then once I leave here.
All right, sounds
Maybe
good.
I'll see you there. All right. Thanks, Miss McCormick.
It's okay.
Take care of my brother.
Yeah, I will.
I'm sorry. What were you saying there? You saying?
So I was saying that, according to him, you and your brother told him twice before he donated to get the tea that the tea itself was not going to cause a miracle. The tea itself wasn't going to cause a miracle. It was, you know, you and your brother and your belief and all of that. So he already knew before he bought it that it was likely to not cause a miracle. And then he said...
Donated?
Donated, yeah. Sorry. And then it said, did they promise this tea would heal you or anything? And then it said no. They just said it could perform miracles, but they didn't know what the tea would do. So, again, like, clarifying...
Well, oh my...
that you didn't know what it would do. You just knew that, like, you know... I've forgotten the name. Who do you look up to again?
I'm so sorry. Say that again.
Who's your god again?
Well, You might have to ask my brother on that one. He's better with the names.
I
But
have it somewhere written down. But yeah, you knew that they would bless the person somehow, but you weren't sure how.
right, as I said
For
before. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
For
Right.
semantics, I am going to let you also know, and I'm going to let your brother know. I'm probably not going to argue the whole selling versus donating and gifting thing.
Alrighty.
So if the prosecution says selling, we're just going to let them say that.
Okay.
Because it kind of, in the court's eyes, it doesn't really make a difference, especially because you already warned the guy like 3 times that it wasn't going to, magically heal everything.
Got it. So we'll go for that side. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's the main argument that we're pushing, is the fact that you never promised him that it would heal him.
That's right.
In fact, you told him explicitly that you weren't sure what miracle would occur, just that a miracle would occur.
We do believe that those who partake of the faith more often receive more blessings in times coming. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'll probably get your brother to say that on the stand as well, something along those lines, and that, from my understanding, potentially even like the strength of the belief. So maybe he didn't, believe strongly enough. Something like that.
Right, just like any other religion, we all say the same thing in different ways, I suppose.
Yeah. I feel like I can get the obstruction of justice removed, and then yeah, it's just there's one of the one obstruction of justice. There's just not really anything in there, but I'm going to try and like drill the deputy when he's up on the stand and get him to fumble over his words to try and get that removed as well. But
Alright.
I'm pretty confident we can get the fraud removed. It just depends on the other stuff. And then if all else fails during sentencing, I will, like, if all else fails and you still somehow get guilty, I'll plea for or recommend time served, which means that, like, you don't have to go back to Sisika.
Right, and I think there's a few of the guards here have written letters of good behavior on our behalf as well. In fact, one of the guards, I'll have to ask my brother his name again. He gave me my hat back to wear because of the good behavior. Same with my brother Vernon.
Okay. I probably won't ask for them just because I'm a little bit concerned or confused because the prosecution asked that all of your Department of Prison records get subpoenaed to the court. The court denied that motion, but I'm a little bit concerned that there's something in there that they think is going to help them, so I don't really want to touch DOP records in case something, like especially this late, in case something comes out.
Alrighty.
But I don't think we're going to need, like, that's really good if your
Awesome,
charges were harsher. That's definitely something that I would be making sure we're doing, but because
me?
they're a bit,
Alright,
they're lower, like,
we're gonna do a full reset here. Timeout. Closing stream. BRB.